Donald Trump caught on tape discussing classified documents, exposing his own lies. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. Well, friends, we have more blockbuster reporting, this time involving Donald Trump being caught on tape, on an audio recording, mishandling classified documents, mishandling national defense information 6 months after he left the presidency. I would call this smoking gun evidence, but what does smoking gun evidence really mean when it comes to evidence proving Donald Trump committed crimes? Because there's a whole arsenal full of smoking guns, none of which has led to Donald Trump being charged with a single solitary crime. You know, I almost envision investigators and FBI agents and federal prosecutors saying, we've got some more smoking gun evidence here, another smoking gun. Oh, really? Just go ahead and throw it on that great big pile of smoking guns. Do I sound a little frustrated, friends? Well, let's not let my frustration detract from the fact that this is blockbuster reporting. This is smoking gun evidence. This is really important and sharply incriminating evidence about and against Donald Trump. Let's turn to the new CNN reporting. Headline, Trump captured on tape talking about classified document he kept after leaving the White House. And that article begins, federal prosecutors have obtained an audio recording of a summer 2021 meeting in which former President Donald Trump acknowledges he held on to a classified Pentagon document about a potential attack on Iran. Multiple sources told CNN, undercutting his argument that he declassified everything. Remember how he claimed he had declassified it all with his mind? The article continues, the recording indicates Trump understood he retained classified material after leaving the White House, according to multiple sources familiar with the investigation. On the recording, Trump's comments suggest he would like to share the information, but he's aware of limitations on his ability, post-presidency, to declassify records, two of the sources said. Special Counsel Jack Smith, who is leading the Justice Department investigation into Trump, has focused on the meeting as part of the criminal investigation into Trump's handling of national security secrets. Sources describe the recording as an important piece of evidence in a possible case against Trump, who has repeatedly asserted he could retain presidential records and automatically declassify documents. Prosecutors have asked witnesses about the recording and the document before a federal grand jury. The episode has generated enough interest for investigators to have questioned General Mark Milley, one of the highest-ranking Trump-era national security officials, about the incident. The July 2021 meeting was held at Trump's golf course in Bedminster, New Jersey, with two people working on the autobiography of Trump's former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, as well as aides employed by the former president, including communications specialist Margot Martin. The attendees, sources said, did not have security clearances that would allow them to access the classified information. Meadows didn't attend the meeting, sources said. Okay, friends, so what are some of the takeaways from this new smoking gun evidence? Well, first of all, the reporting indicates that these documents pertain to a potential attack on Iran. Why is that important? Well, it has the feel of what we call national defense information. Now, remember when the search warrant was issued for Mar-a-Lago, the FBI agents who drafted the affidavit, that is the statement of facts that they swore to and presented to the judge, that affidavit had 3 federal statutes listed that they believed were violated. One was removing and concealing documents. Check. One was obstructing justice. Well, Donald Trump unlawfully concealed and retained documents after and in violation of a grand jury subpoena, demanding the return of those documents. So obstructing justice, check. And the third statute actually falls under the Espionage Act. It is, in summary, mishandling national defense information. Given that these documents he was flashing around and talking about seem to contain national defense information, this may actually up the ante as far as the incriminating evidence goes that Donald Trump indeed violated the Espionage Act by mishandling national defense information. But frankly, friends, I think there's actually a somewhat more important issue at play here. Something that is really valuable to savvy trial court prosecutors. Remember how Donald Trump has said over and over again, when he's interviewing with faux news outlets, or he's doing CNN town halls, or he's posting things on his third-rate social media platform, he has said over and over again that I declassified all these documents with my mind. Or he has also said, when I took documents from the White House, when I left the federal government, they were automatically declassified, because that's what happens when presidents take documents from the White House. Well, those are just flights of fancy. That's ridiculous. But those were Donald Trump's claims. And he is on audiotape and videotape making those claims. Now, there's an audio recording of Donald Trump saying 6 months after he left the presidency, I've got these documents here about plans to attack Iran. I'd like to show them to you, but I can't. They're classified. So Donald Trump's own words put the lie to Donald Trump's declassification claims. Why is that so valuable to prosecutors? Donald Trump can run his mouth all day long, and he does, on all of these different outlets. And maybe it feels good in the moment when he's, throwing these lies into the public square. But what a savvy, tactically shrewd trial court prosecutor will do is he or she will take 2 recorded statements of Donald Trump. One saying I declassified them with my mind, and or they are automatically declassified when I take them from the White House when I leave the presidency, and then they will immediately play the second statement for the jury, where Donald Trump is saying 6 months after he left the presidency, when he's waving these documents around, I'd like to show them to you, but they are classified. That's when the jury will begin looking at their watch and thinking to themselves, when do we get to begin our deliberations so we can vote this SOB guilty for the crimes that the prosecutors have proved beyond a reasonable doubt. Once these cases are being prosecuted in court, they will try themselves. Problem is, they can't indict themselves. And so I will say, once again, by way of encouragement, come on, Special Counsel Jack Smith. Let's roll, because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again soon.